attorney's already on it. Look at my arm, sir. You. I just had 5 surgeries. I refuse.
Don't.
I refuse.
You refuse?
I refuse. I'm refusing arrest.
Okay.
See, he's so mad over this car. There's something going on. I want a woman to handle me. Get the.
Have you ever had a neighbor who made you question your sanity? In this video, meet the woman who redefines neighborly nightmares. From constant drama to unending chaos, discover why she's the last person you'd ever want living next door. Let's start with this nightmare neighbor who learns her lesson the hard way. On November 2nd, police were called to a residence by a distraught woman claiming her roommate was out of control. The chaotic scene unfolded as officers arrived at the home, greeted by the woman's frantic and aggressive behavior. She demanded immediate action, insisting on the presence of an ambulance and disputing the necessity of police involvement.
He's in there. Don't ask me to tell you what the fuck going on. Don't tell me to calm down. Get in there. It's 911. Get in there. How do you know?
He's sitting on the bed.
Yeah. Oh my God. I swear to God, I'm going to get a lawsuit. The last cop that was here got me upset and I was supposed to calm down. Go in there and you'll know why because I called 911 and I said, bring an ambulance, he needs medical care. No, it isn't. The is. I've been told you all are qualified and I did not need to be told that.
What's going on, man?
I'm not fine. Nothing's going on. I'm fine.
Ma'am.
I'm fine.
Listen to me. You're screaming at 1:07 in the morning.
Yeah, no, I haven't slept for 4 hours in 5 days.
Okay.
The woman, clearly agitated and sleep-deprived, had not rested for 4 hours in 5 days. Her erratic behavior escalated as she accused the officers of not addressing her concerns. She repeatedly interrupted them, refusing to answer questions and becoming increasingly hostile. Despite the officers' attempts to calm her and understand the situation, she maintained a confrontational stance.
No, I'm not going to answer questions. I just said nothing's going on. I just called 911, and you can arrest me for making a call that's not necessary.
What for?
I'm not speaking. I'm not speaking until my attorney's here.
Hey, stay right here.
It's my house. Don't you order me around. You won't take my order. You guys are getting sued like motherfuckers. My attorney's already on it. Look at my arm, sir. Fuck you. Fuck you.
The situation took a turn for the worse when the woman began making threats against the officers. She ordered them around, asserting that they were not needed and that she would not cooperate until her attorney was present. Her threats became more explicit, culminating in a direct threat to harm the officers if they did not comply with her demands. Recognizing the severity of the threat, the officers decided to arrest her.
Am I going to get arrested for battery on a Leo? Because I'm not touching nobody. And I need you to move. I need you to move so I don't hit you. Back up. It's my house. Back up.
Are you threatening me?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm fucking threatening. Oh my God. If you are. Oh my God.
Relax.
Oh my God.
You're being placed under arrest. Assault on a law enforcement officer. You made a credible threat that you're going to do harm to a law enforcement officer.
You know that man's been threatening. Oh my God.
He's physically handicapped. I don't believe he can.
Okay. Yes. I'm not resisting your.
Awesome.
I'm great enough that I need to be arrested.
Yep.
I served him with legal papers. I have a caseworker on it. Don't go in my home. That's really gonna fuck shut.
Put your leg up.
I'm gonna put my leg up. I'm not gonna resist. I'm gonna show everybody how psychotic I am.
She resisted, refusing to comply with the handcuffing procedure, and continued to berate the officers, making derogatory remarks and further threats. Her resistance led to additional charges as she struggled against being taken into custody. Once restrained, the woman continued to express her frustration and anger, making claims about her legal battles and mistreatment.
Yeah.
Sit down right here so I can put the seatbelt on for you, please.
I think you can reach it. I got a broken arm. Stretch a little.
Get.
No! I'm not moving.
I'm not gonna put a seatbelt on.
I'm not.
We're gonna open this door and we're gonna put your handcuffs back behind your back.
Okay, because I'm a threat right now.
It doesn't matter if you're a threat.
Okay.
Our policy is that you get handcuffed in the back.
Oh, okay.
So if you slip your handcuffs again, I'm going to take that as you're attempting to escape.
See that arm? I just had 5 surgeries. I refuse.
Don't.
I refuse.
You refuse?
I refuse. I'm refusing arrest.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
That's fine.
Yes, I am.
Despite her verbal resistance, the officers managed to secure her and transport her to the station. Throughout the incident, she insisted on the presence of body cams to record the events, highlighting her awareness of legal processes and potential ramifications.
Oh, you're damn right. I'm refusing arrest. I'm resisting arrest. You're probably going to arrest me for battery on an officer. Right? I got battery. That's why you just threw me in jail. The battery on a Leo. I got it. I understand. $210,000 house destroyed from a man that I've done nothing but cater to, cook, clean. I had literally have been up all day washing about 20 towels 3 times each. Is your body cam still on?
You have a body.
Officer, is your body cam still on?
Oh, heard. Okay.
I'm requesting that your body cam on.
It's on.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
It's looking straight at you.
It's on. Can I ask you a question?
I want to fly.
I'd like to know if every time every officer's been out there, do they all have body cams on? Is it a law?
Okay, I gotta go.
Is it required? Oh, I think if you don't answer me, you're in big trouble. I don't know. Maybe if I ask you too many questions, you'll make that a charge.
Follow him,
Or Walker, and I wasn't supposed to let him dehydrate or get hungry. I was to go out and fix his food because I only let him go from the bedroom to the bathroom. He's not allowed to go anywhere else in my house. He's just allowed to scream and yell at me and throw things around his room and scream and yell at me to get out. He's a renter that I've already illegally evicted.
On February 28, 2023, the woman appeared in court, facing charges of intimidation with serious bodily harm on a law enforcement officer and resisting an officer without violence. The court found her guilty on both charges. Her actions, characterized by aggression and threats, were deemed unlawful and resulted in significant legal consequences. The woman's actions on November 2nd violated several laws, primarily under Florida statutes. She was charged with assault or battery on a law enforcement officer, Chapter 784, Section 07, which involves threatening or attempting to do violence to an officer. This offense carries severe penalties, including imprisonment up to 5 years and fines. Additionally, she was charged with resisting an officer without violence, Chapter 843, Section 02, which involves obstructing or opposing a law enforcement officer in the execution of their duty. This misdemeanor offense can result in up to 1 year in jail and a fine up to $1,000. Seems like this woman just landed herself in hot water, but this is still not the worst case. Just wait until you see this next one. On the night of the incident, a woman was pulled over by police after driving on the wrong side of the street. The following article provides a comprehensive examination of the events, the police actions, the woman's reactions, and the subsequent legal processes involved.
Hi.
How's it going?
Fine, I just want to go home.
So I was called to here because obviously you're driving on the wrong side of the street.
I made a mistake.
Gotcha.
I don't like live in this area right now. I live in Daytona and I'm on my way home to my girlfriend's house.
Gotcha.
Where I'm staying.
Gotcha.
So,
yeah, but you know, it's kind of self-explanatory. We're driving on the right side, driving on the left side, driving on the wrong side of traffic.
I made a mistake.
We'll get to that, but what I'm saying is we want to do some exercises with you just to make sure you're good to drive before we send you off.
All right, but are you asking me to like I mean, if this is
The traffic stop began with the officer addressing the woman's unusual driving behavior. She was initially confused and anxious, expressing her concern about returning home and the potential implications for her girlfriend's car. Despite her insistence that she had made an honest mistake, the officer proceeded with the standard procedure for a suspected impaired driver.
what can I tell you? If you're asking me to do something that will compromise me, then maybe I shouldn't do that.
Well, it's not compromising. I just want to see your ability to operate a vehicle before we send you off to wherever you want to go. Because obviously, if you may possibly be impaired and we send you off doing
Well, how about if I sit here for a few minutes and
Well,
then I
that
go
doesn't
home?
work like that. You were obviously driving on the wrong side of the street, so we're here for a reason. Okay?
Can I sit here for a while?
No, you're on the side of the street. Why would you sit on the side of the road for a while?
I mean, I just want to. I might have made a mistake.
Here's what's gonna happen. If you don't, your field sobriety exercises are for your ability to show me that you're okay to drive. If you don't do the field sobriety exercises, we're just gonna have to base my opinion on what the deputies have seen and my observation of you. So I'm affording you the option to do the exercises. That way you can actually show me that you're good to drive.
But then you're saying that if I do that, I'm compromising myself to that.
How is you're compromising yourself? You just.
I mean, I made a mistake.
I heard you.
I made a mistake.
I got you. I heard you the first 3 times.
Impair myself. I'm in my girlfriend's car.
You don't want to impair yourself?
No,
That doesn't make
I don't
sense.
want to compromise myself.
Uh-huh.
I got there between like 7 and I got there about 7 or 8 o'clock, and then I had 2 beers.
Uh-huh.
And they were having a party.
Gotcha.
And so I just like enjoyed myself.
Okay,
And
nothing
I
wrong
was
with that.
I'm on my way home.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm in her car, and I don't want to like compromise her car and my.
Well, how would you compromise her car? That doesn't
Well,
make
if you're
any
asking
sense.
something that might compromise my, then I'm really concerned about that.
Well, concerned the fact that you're not making any sense. You're not compromising the car, neither are you compromising yourself. The only reason
Well, what you're asking me to do is like put myself in a position that it's compromising myself, and I really don't want to do that because I
Well,
don't.
here, I'm going to be blunt with you. If you don't do the field sobriety exercises, I may or may not arrest you either way. So it'll behoove you if you actually do the exercises. That way you can show me that you can actually drive.
What you're saying is that
I'm not going to go round and round with you, okay? It's either you're going to do the exercises or you're not going to do the exercises, okay? That's it.
Yeah, but you want to arrest.
So if you said you only had 2 drinks, then why is the issue of you doing field sobriety exercises? If you only had 2 drinks, then you should be actually quite good to actually do the exercises, right?
Well, I'm first of all, I have an ankle that I had a surgery in, and
How long ago was that?
I had that surgery in February 19th, and I had
Of what year?
2021, and then I had
Well, there's exercises we can do sitting down if you want.
huh?
All right, how about I'll do you this. I'm gonna go to my car. I'm gonna get my rain jacket. I'm gonna give you to the time I go over there and back to make your decision. Okay? All right. Told you if you don't do the field sobriety exercises, I'm just gonna base my arrest decision of the deputies here and my own observations. Okay?
What are my options? Because
I just told you your options.
I just really don't understand why you're making this a big deal.
Well, it is a big deal. You're driving on the wrong side of the street. You could have hit
I
someone.
made a mistake to my girlfriend's house.
Your options are either do the exercises.
The officer explained that field sobriety tests are a routine part of assessing a driver's ability to safely operate a vehicle. These tests are designed to evaluate physical and cognitive functions that might be impaired by alcohol or drugs. The driver, however, was hesitant to participate, fearing that it might exacerbate her situation or negatively impact her girlfriend's vehicle.
But if I do the exercises and I make a mistake, then you're gonna arrest me. I had a surgery on my left ankle.
That's fine. We could do it sitting
But
down.
I don't want to make a mistake by doing this and hurting myself because I'm compromised by my ankle.
I'm just telling you, we could do your exercises sitting down.
It's not that I don't want to cooperate. It's just that I don't feel like I'm in a position that I can do this for you.
Why not? The arrest decision based on vehicle in motion, their contact with you, my contact with you, and how you doing the exercises. Okay?
I don't want to compromise myself. So what are my options for doing that?
I just told you. We're just going around in circles, ma'am. Either you're going to do the exercises or not. Plain and simple.
Look, I'm in my girlfriend's car.
Yeah, I hired you. But this going around in circles is going to end like in 5 minutes if you don't give me an answer.
I don't want to compromise myself, and I don't feel like I'm impaired in any way. I just want to go home.
Well, that's for me to tell, not you. You're not the expert.
Yes, because at this
Maybe
moment...
you're compromising yourself by drinking and
possibly.
driving?
No, because I'm on my way home, and I really didn't... I'm not in the position to hurt anybody but myself.
You're driving on the wrong side of the street, man.
I got confused because I don't know this area as well as I should.
I think driving on the right side of the street, it's pretty standard throughout the United States. Unless you live in Europe, then you're driving on the wrong side of the street. Then I might say, yeah, maybe you fucked up and you're driving on the correct side of the street. So your excuse is invalid. Try again.
I'm not trying to argue with you.
I'm not arguing either. I'm just stating facts. I'm not liking you to do anything. I'm just asking you a simple question. Are you going to do the exercises or not?
If I do the exercises, I'm compromising myself because you're already in...
All right, Kathy, step out of the car. We're done.
Honestly, with the three of you here in front of me, I don't have any option, do I?
You do have an option.
What is my option?
For the gazillionth time.
What is my option?
You could do the exercises. Show me that you're actually capable of driving. If you're fine and you do the exercises as well, then you're going to your girlfriend's house. If you don't do well on the exercises, what's it going to be?
I'm not trying to make any problem for
What's it going to be?
What's it going to be?
Are you going to do the exercises or not? I've given you more than enough.
Confused.
It's yes or no, Kathy.
No, I'm just confused
yes or no.
about what you're asking.
You're confused? I haven't explained myself. I explained to you the exercises.
Because I understand.
I explained to you what's going to happen if you don't do these exercises.
I don't know what else
We're not
you want
going
me
to go and run in circles. You're going to do the exercises or not?
If I don't do the exercises, what happens? All I'm going to do is go to my girlfriend's house. This is not my car.
Yes,
I'm
you said that
borrowing
already.
it.
You said that already.
It.
You said that already.
Throughout the interaction, the driver repeatedly declined to undergo the field sobriety tests, citing confusion and apprehension about the process. Despite the officer's attempts to reassure her that these tests were standard and non-invasive, her refusal led to further complications. Her reluctance to comply with the sobriety tests heightened the officer's concerns and ultimately led to her arrest.
I mean, I could do what you asked me to do, but I just don't know if I fail, then what are you going to do? Pass.
Then
I go home.
Exactly.
But
that's the point.
50-50 shot, Kathy.
But your point, I know that's the point. And if
Yeah.
I make a mistake, like I made a mistake tonight, right now.
If you say no, it's 100% you're going to go to jail.
God, I made a mistake. I mean, I'm not in my, I'm not in my normal position.
I know you're not.
No, but what I'm saying is I'm not in my normal location.
I already told
made
you,
a
driving
mistake.
on the right side of the street is pretty standard in the United States. No one drives on the wrong side of the street on the left lane, okay? That's a problem. When you drink and drive, you don't intentionally mean to do anything. You just impaired and it happens. That's the whole reason for it. But you do the exercises, you're giving me or showing me that you're actually capable of driving.
I'm gonna make the effort, but I don't know because I had an accident.
I already told you we can do a civic for the 5th time.
What? Please, give me a break. I will do the best I can with what you're asking me to do.
Are you going to do the exercises? Then you're going to jail. That's the point of the exercises. To show me if you're capable of operating a motor vehicle.
Look, I made a mistake.
You know, all right, just arrest me. We're not. I'm done fucking with you. Turn around.
Okay. I'll do what you asked me to do. I'll try to do the exercise.
Where are you from? Since you say you're not from here.
I'm from Miami, Florida, but I just moved to... I've lived in Miami, Florida for 68 years.
How long you been down here?
I came down here on Thursday with my daughter. I'm babysitting for her, and...
You're not under arrest. I'm just taking you over there so we don't get wet.
You're taking me where?
Over there is covering so we don't get wet. Like I said, you're not under arrest. I'm just taking you over there.
Okay.
Watch your hands.
The woman's refusal to cooperate with the field sobriety tests was a critical factor in her arrest. In such cases, refusal to take these tests can be used as evidence of impairment, complicating her legal situation. The arrest involved standard procedures, including the reading of her rights and transportation to the station for further processing.
Put screws and plates in there.
Okay.
And they removed them on August 13th.
Okay.
And so when I walk on them, I'm not sure that I do Pilates so that I can rehab it. And
Do you walk with the limp or?
Sometimes I do. When I stand up and I move, the first couple of steps I have are...
All I need you to do is follow it with your eyes without moving your head. Okay?
A pen?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you in 2 seconds, but I'm gonna give you instructions before I show you.
Okay.
Okay? The only thing I know.
I'm very nervous right now and I'm cold. So
join the club.
Okay. Because I'm nervous. I'm afraid. I'm like.
Were you afraid? Cause
all I'm afraid is that I want to go home and I'm making a wrong decision.
You're afraid that you want to go home, or you're afraid of... All right, you know what? I'm done with this. Are you gonna do them or not? Because I'm not going around in circles and circles with you.
Well, I'm not trying to do anything that's not correct.
Yeah.
I never had any intention of doing anything against anybody. I mean, so now you're putting me in a position like I don't know what to do.
I didn't put you in this.
Okay, you're saying that I put myself in this position, but I made a mistake wherever I was driving. So,
Are you gonna do the exercises or not? Because I'm done talking with you.
I'm scared.
All I need is a yes or no.
You're scared.
I need a yes or no.
You're scaring me.
I need a yes or no.
You're scaring
That's not what I asked you. I need a yes or no.
I'm scared.
I need a yes or a no.
Can you please give me an option?
Nope. I'm giving you more than enough.
Okay, but I made a mistake. I'll try to do what I can.
Nope, we're done. You want to play games? We're gonna play games.
No, I'm not playing games.
Yes,
I'm a mother. I have a grandmother. I don't mean to do anything wrong or option.
Driving under the influence, DUI, Florida Statutes, Chapter 316, Section 193. In Florida, operating a vehicle with a blood alcohol concentration, BSC, of 0.08% or higher is illegal. A DUI charge carries severe penalties, including fines, license suspension, and imprisonment. For a first offense, these penalties can range from fines of $500 to $1,000 up to 6 months in jail and a license suspension of 6 months to 1 year. Refusing to take field sobriety tests can be used as evidence of impairment and is itself a violation of the law. The consequences of such a refusal can include additional fines and an extended suspension of the driver's license. All right, let's move to this next case where things might get even messier. On June 19th, 2024, a notable incident unfolded at a convenience store, resulting in significant police involvement and subsequent legal actions. Earlier that day, a man was trespassed from the store but decided to return, prompting the store management to call the police again.
Oh, he decided to walk off. Good evening. Who are you with? Somebody's driving this vehicle. You didn't drive over here by yourself. You're in the passenger seat. Still sitting in the passenger seat. Is that marijuana coming out of the vehicle? It is. Step out of the vehicle for me, ma'am. You got a medical marijuana card? Q, do you smell that marijuana coming out of the vehicle?
I can smell it.
Do you have a medical marijuana card?
I can smell it.
Coming out of the vehicle, do you have a medical marijuana card?
You see weed?
Ma'am, listen, I'm not arguing with you. Do you have a medical marijuana card?
But I'm not arguing with you either.
Do you have a medical marijuana card?
You?
In the state of Florida, I do indeed smell weed. I don't have to see it. I can smell it. This nice officer here can also smell it. Deputy First, can you smell it? Yes. That is 3, 2, 1. So do you have a medical marijuana card that is valid in the state of Florida? You don't? Okay, then step out of the vehicle for me. Ma'am, I'm not going to ask you twice, okay?
Hey, can you give me a second?
No, ma'am. I've asked you politely 2 times. Can you please step out of the vehicle? Do you have your driver's license with you?
My driver's license?
ID, any type of identification?
Yes.
May I
Am I
see
in
it?
trouble in any type of way?
So here's the thing. You don't have a medical marijuana card. I can smell the marijuana emitting from the vehicle.
You can smell the weed coming from the car.
100%. I'm standing right here and can smell it.
Oh, really?
You are sitting in the vehicle.
Okay.
Do you have your ID with you?
Upon arrival, the officers found the suspect's vehicle and a female passenger present at the scene, but the suspect himself had vanished. The situation quickly escalated as the officers dealt with the female passenger, leading to significant legal consequences.
Actually, I'm not even asking anymore. I'm going to tell you I need to see your ID. I have probable cause to ask for identification, so now you're going to provide it to me, or you're going to go in handcuffs, and I'm going to place you on arrest for failure. I've asked you 3 times, and you have not provided me.
Your request, though.
I'm not going to keep arguing with you. Here's where we're going.
With you. No, why are you?
100%.
Why are you grabbing?
Because I've asked you twice. 100%.
You smell marijuana on me. The marijuana you don't see nowhere in the car.
I don't have to see it. I smell it coming from the vehicle.
It is that deep. What are you talking about? You talking about marijuana?
Your compliance doesn't require this much effort.
My compliance doesn't come. He asked me to see my ID. I told him I was going to go get it.
No, you didn't. I said, do you have your ID? You said,
and
yes. I said, can I
do.
see it? And then you got smart. I asked you again.
I got smart.
You got smart
also,
again.
your feelings are hurt because I got smart.
My feelings are not hurt.
Really?
All right, I got a better idea.
I feel
you're going to jail.
I'm going to jail?
You are.
Where's my phone at?
Nope, you're going to jail. Stop resisting.
Get off of me.
Stop resisting.
I want a woman to handle me.
You do know you
I want a woman to.
Hang on, let me explain this to you. Let me explain this to you.
Stop. I want a woman to handle me. I want a woman to handle me. Let's go.
Put her in the car.
When the police arrived at the convenience store, they noted the presence of the female passenger and the vehicle, but could not locate the male suspect. During their investigation, the officers detected the strong odor of marijuana emanating from the vehicle. The female passenger, initially uncooperative, was asked to step out of the vehicle. Despite multiple requests, she resisted and argued with the officers, refusing to provide her identification and claiming to have a medical marijuana card, which she was unable to produce.
See how that guy that ran off? He was in there like at the
wait, so he said he was trying to get a carton of cigarettes?
He was trying to get...
He's credit card scam.
Yeah, he had a...
Yeah, so she wanted to play funny games with me. I asked for her ID twice. She's like, I don't have it. Why? And I said, I need to see your ID. And she's like, I don't have it. Sis, you don't have your ID. She's like, I don't have a driver's license. I have an ID. So let me see it.
Right.
I'm not going to ask you again. Let me see it. So then, now here's where we are. Then she wants to 10-stop and pull away. Then as I'm walking to the car, she hit me with her elbow. So therefore, she's going to be charged with all of it.
Right.
And I'm about to search the car because there's marijuana in it. So I'm not going to keep arguing with you.
Boom, right?
You have the wrong one, I promise.
We was sitting there.
I don't know where he ran off to.
He's walking down the road and he comes back. No, he's right there. He is coming back. You're not going in the car. I told you that when you walked up. You're not accessing this vehicle. You said you weren't in it. You're not in it. In the story.
He turned it off. I watched him do it.
Bro, what's up with you men? Like, come on, bro. I'm not hostile with nobody, bro. Okay. Can we go over here too?
More than welcome.
Thank you, bro.
Hey, find out if he come in this vehicle. If so, we need his ID. If not, then he needs to leave.
All I'm saying is...
As tensions rose, the female passenger's behavior became increasingly confrontational. She continued to refuse to comply with the officer's instructions, leading to a physical altercation in which she struck an officer with her elbow. This escalation resulted in her arrest for resisting law enforcement and possession of cannabis.
All right, Ms. Mel, I'm going to read you something, okay? All right, I'm going to read you something. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or be against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk. Listen, no, ma'am, that's not mean you're being arrested. These are your rights because you're in, they took you out of handcuffs. You're sitting in the back of a vehicle, not free to leave, which means I cannot ask you questions without reading you this, okay? Does not mean you're going to jail, but I do have to read you these. Okay, so you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or be against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer, have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any of my questions. That's her name. Not you, I was answering her question on the radio. Who is this guy that is raising all types of problems about this vehicle? You don't hear him screaming about us searching the vehicle and all this other craziness?
Advising we saw a probably nicely dressed, like shorts and a white shirt running from behind the door behind.
Who is he?
His residence is going to be at 295 Llewellyn.
You got no lights on.
Thank you.
The female passenger was charged with possession of cannabis under 20 grams and resisting an officer without violence. She faced a total cash bond set at $4,000. Her arrest highlighted both the legal and practical challenges of handling such cases, especially when individuals attempt to evade law enforcement and resist arrest. Possession of cannabis, as stated in Florida, statute section 893.13, this statute criminalizes the possession of cannabis in quantities under 20 grams. As a misdemeanor offense, it carries penalties that can include up to 1 year in jail and/or a fine of up to $1,000. The law is designed to address the possession of small amounts of cannabis, reflecting its classification as a less severe offense compared to larger quantities or trafficking offenses. Resisting an officer without violence, according to Florida statutes, Section 843.02, this statute covers the act of resisting or opposing a law enforcement officer without using violence. It is categorized as a first-degree misdemeanor, with potential penalties of up to 1 year in jail and/or a fine of up to $1,000. The core element of this offense involves the failure to comply with lawful orders or directives issued by an officer, regardless of whether any physical violence is involved. All right,
no,
fellas.
that's not insurance. It looks like a mess happened in your lap. Did you pee on yourself?
No. Oops, it's falling wrong.
Pull your pants up.
Turn. One.
Go.
That's my lovely. Your what? Hello. Yes, I know how to follow the line. Yes, ma'am. I know how to cops work.
Okay, let's try this again. What's your date of birth? 2014? You'd be 8 years old. Do you know math?
Have you ever witnessed a situation so chaotic that it feels like it's straight out of a movie? Well, brace yourself, because in this video, we're diving into the wild scene where a drunk Karen's arrest leads to pure mayhem. Let's start with this case where police arrest erratic female for DUI. On March 19th, 2022, the police initially stopped the woman due to her erratic driving and high speed. During the stop, the woman explained that she was rushing to care for her sick child and was suffering from anxiety, which she claimed was causing her erratic behavior.
What's going on?
Sorry, there was my baby daddy and his mother are like tripping on me to get back because the baby apparently has a fever, and they live right there in Seascape. I'm just trying to get there.
Oh, you're going 60 miles an hour.
I know, I'm
35.
sorry. That was my fault.
What's going on? And then you're driving kind of erratically?
Because they're calling me, telling me the baby's sick, and sorry, my dad was a cop for 30 years. I shouldn't have done that, you're right. No, sir, I have an anxiety disorder, and this kind of shuffled it when they called me and told me that she was freaking out and I had to be there.
Okay, well, okay.
Well, no, I got the.
All right, well, let's get that driver's license. If that doesn't work, what's your name?
I can't give you the number.
You know the number?
Yeah.
Despite her explanation, the officers observed signs that suggested impairment, including visible distress and spilled liquids in her vehicle. The officers conducted a series of field sobriety tests to assess her level of intoxication. The woman struggled with these tests, which included balancing and following instructions.
I don't have it physically. I haven't got it renewed.
So is it expired?
It did expire, but there's my ID.
All right, I need you to be honest with me, and I need to tell you, are you on any type of drug or anything?
No.
Because you're acting jittery, you're acting kind of erratically.
No, I have an anxiety disorder, and I'm worried about getting back to my job.
Did you pee on yourself? All right, yeah, it looks like you have an expired driver's license. You're going 60, and you don't have insurance.
Well, I knew my license was expired, and I just bought the car, and I was just trying to get back to my daughter so I just want to get it all taken care of at once. And like I said, my dad passed in the police for 30 years, and we were all going to do this together. And
did you take anything?
No.
You haven't used any kind of drugs or anything, any pills? I understand that. Yeah, but I need you to calm down, and you're moving around pretty erratic, like you're kind of throwing your arms around, throwing your body around.
She was also asked to provide a breath sample for alcohol testing. Although she initially refused a blood test, she eventually complied with the breathalyzer test, which was used to gauge her level of intoxication.
Well, do you know if it's not legal or not?
No, I do not know that.
You don't know?
I bought it from someone, which I thought for sure it was legal. But I'm not.
I see the whole glove box is missing.
Yeah, it's missing.
You've got no radio.
Yeah.
Here, let me see your phone.
Oops, it's calling and gone right now.
Okay. Well, go ahead and step out for me.
Yes, sir. Alright. Let's try to get my car home.
Yeah, but. Go ahead and step in. No, yeah. I got some questions for you real quick.
The woman was arrested on charges of DUI based on her driving behavior, expired license, lack of insurance, and signs of impairment. The legal process following her arrest involved a detailed review of her behavior, the results of the breathalyzer test, and the condition of her vehicle. The arresting officers noted various issues, including the mismatch between the vehicle's license plate and its registration.
Toes together, toes together. Put your arms down by your side. Alright. Do not move your head. With your eyes only. Look at the tip of this pen.
Alright. Oh, sorry.
Stand above. Alright. I want you to step on that line.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and turn.
Step in this box and face me.
1011, 1012, 1013, 1014, 1015, 1015.
The specimen will be analyzed to determine the alcohol concentration or the presence of a controlled substance, drug, dangerous drug, or other substance in your body. If you refuse to be, this request must be received by the Texas Department of Public Safety at its headquarters in Austin, Texas. I am now requesting a specimen of your blood or breath.
You can take my breath.
Okay.
The woman's actions violated several Florida traffic and DUI laws. According to Florida statutes, Chapter 316.193, it is illegal to operate a motor vehicle while under the influence of alcohol or drugs. The legal blood alcohol concentration, BAC limit, is 0.08% for most drivers. If convicted, the penalties for a DUI can include fines ranging from $500 to $1,000 for a first offense, imprisonment for up to 6 months, and mandatory DUI education programs. Repeat offenders face increased fines, longer imprisonment, and possible mandatory vehicle immobilization. In addition, Florida statutes. Chapter 322.34 addresses the requirement for a valid driver's license. Driving with an expired license is considered a non-criminal traffic infraction. Penalties for driving with an expired license include fines and possible court appearances. The driver may be required to renew their license and may face additional penalties if driving privileges have been suspended. All right, let's move on to another case where police arrest another drunk woman on the loose. On March 16, 2022, officers responded to a report of a potentially impaired driver in a white Hyundai Accent parked in a parking lot.
Hello, Officer Martinez with the Lake City Police Department. Who are you on the phone with?
With my friend.
With your friend? Okay, you can hang up real quick. I'm just gonna talk to you. So we got flagged down by someone. They say you do look a little sick. Are you okay? They said that you were throwing up by that gas station over there. Where are you coming from? Webster? Okay. What were you doing in Webster? It's a long story. Okay. Your mom kicked you out? Okay. And Webster, is that where you live with her? Why'd she kick you out? What's this?
That's my lovely.
Your what? I need your driver's license.
Oh.
This is a credit card, I think. Okay, let's try this again. What's your date of birth? Harleen, do you not know your birthday? Okay, go ahead and step out of the vehicle. Go ahead and step out of the vehicle. We can call him after. I'm trying to get information from you and you're not really responding, so I'm trying to get you out, okay?
Upon approaching the vehicle, Officer Martinez began by questioning Arlene, who was visibly intoxicated. She struggled to provide her date of birth, claimed to have been throwing up, and appeared confused about basic details, such as her driver's license and recent activities. Despite multiple attempts to elicit coherent answers, Arlene's responses were inconsistent.
I'm taking you out of the vehicle. Let's go. Come on. Get out of the vehicle.
Let go of the steering wheel, now.
Come on.
Step out of the car.
Come back here. What is your birthday? You're not getting... It's not 2014 because you'd be 8 years old. That makes no sense.
I'm 14.
What year? 2014? You'd be 8 years old. Do you know math? Okay, well that's not the right age because you don't look 8 years old. I don't know that. I'm trying to get the year of your birthday, but you're giving me 2014. Was it beers, alcohol, mixed drinks?
Can you repeat the birthday?
So you don't know what you had to drink, but you did have something to drink?
Nothing.
Okay. Have you had anything to eat today?
96.
No? Okay. So you're coming from Webster. Were you coming from a restaurant?
So they keep stating her for years.
Okay, so were you coming from someone's house? I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here.
The officer detected a strong odor of alcohol and observed her disoriented state. Officer Martinez then conducted a field sobriety test, including a horizontal gaze nystagmus test, which Arlene failed to perform correctly. Her inability to follow instructions further indicated her impairment.
Because you're obviously very upset. You have no shoes on. I can smell alcohol coming from you. You're giving me random years. And those are obviously not your birthdays, because you'd be very, very young. Can I do some standard field sobriety tests just to make sure you're good to go home? So what I want you to do, I want you to stand a little bit off the car. I want you to put your feet together and put your arms to the side, okay? So I'm gonna check your eyes just to make sure you're good. Just look at the tip of my pen, okay? Yeah. With your eyes in your eyes only, do not move your head. Do you understand? Okay, look right here. You have to follow the tip of my pen.
Follow eye? Yes, I know how to follow eye. Yes, ma'am. I know how the cops work. Yes, I do know how that works.
Do not grab my hand. You're not following anymore. You have to keep following. Do you not want...
Due to her impaired state and failure to comply with the sobriety test, Arlene was placed under arrest. She was informed of the charges, which included operating a vehicle under the influence of alcohol. Following her arrest, she was asked to provide a breath sample for analysis to determine her blood alcohol concentration, BAC.
I'm gonna grab your stuff.
Can I get some to my mom, please?
You can call your mom when we get there. Come on. What happened to your leg?
I got in a car accident.
Okay, that was yesterday, right? Are you sure you don't need EMS to come check you out?
I wish I could.
Okay. We can still get EMS to come check you out. Are you sure? Okay. Yeah, I told you we could. But you gotta give me some time. You are under arrest for an offense arising out of acts alleged to have been committed while you were operating a motor vehicle in a public place or a watercraft while intoxicated. You will be asked to give a specimen of your breath and/or blood. The specimen will be analyzed to determine the alcohol concentration or the presence of a controlled substance, drug, dangerous drug, or other substance in your body.
Arlene faced charges related to driving under the influence, DUI, which involves legal and administrative consequences. In Florida, where the incident occurred, DUI violations are governed by Chapter 316, specifically Section 316.193 of the Florida statutes. This statute prohibits operating a vehicle with a BAC of 0.08% or higher. The penalties for a DUI conviction can include fines ranging from $500 to $2,000 for a first offense, license suspension, mandatory DUI school, and possible jail time depending on the severity of the offense and any prior convictions. Under Florida law, specifically Chapter 316, Section 316.193 of the Florida statutes, the regulation of DUI offenses is stringent. This statute defines the offense of driving under the influence and sets forth the penalties associated with a violation. A driver with a BAC of 0.08% or higher is considered impaired, and penalties can escalate based on factors such as prior convictions or the presence of aggravating circumstances. Penalties for a first DUI offense may include fines ranging from $500 to $2,000, license suspension, typically lasting up to 6 months, DUI school, mandatory attendance at a DUI education program, and jail time, possible incarceration, particularly if the offense is aggravated or if there are prior convictions. Seems like this girl just landed herself in hot water, but wait until you see this next case where things might get even worse. At approximately 7:18 p.m. on March 14, 2024, Officer Samuel Mays of the Portsmouth Police Department responded to a reported motor vehicle collision on 11th Street, near the intersection with Clay Street. The incident involved a 2015 Volkswagen Touareg and a 2012 GMC van.
She's gonna need one as well, just to look at her.
I'm out here with 230 on this crash. You can go ahead and roll this one.
They've already got one coming.
That's clear. You should be heading that way already, sir. Copy. We got 2 people with injury.
So what happened? Were they stopped at the red light, or you want to start doing that? Do you want to start getting their information? What's the injury up there possibly?
What is it?
What's his injury? Or hers?
He makes a decision, not me. He makes a lot more money than me.
What'd she say?
She says she's fine.
Okay. All right. That works. You were involved in a crash?
I know.
They're getting checked out. They're getting checked out.
I feel like he was like.
Well, I mean, he can act however he wants. But
he didn't even talk to me about it.
who? The driver of the van?
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't need to. You know that the tags on this vehicle are for a Nissan? You know this is a Volkswagen?
I know yes.
Okay, so what's the deal with that?
So I'm not very good at getting things done.
Right. The tags on the vehicle are not for this vehicle, and they're expired.
Got everybody documented where they were sitting.
Upon arrival, Officer Mays observed that the Volkswagen had apparently rear-ended the GMC van. Officer Mays approached Claudia Hempel, the driver of the Volkswagen, while other officers spoke with the occupants of the GMC van, which was identified as belonging to Serenity Now Counseling and Treatment.
Insurance for the van. Going to put it in. Did you run that tag?
No, not the van yet.
Because we can only transport one.
No, you know what's happening.
Hey,
You know what's happening.
listen, go back and sit in your car. We're not going to do this. Go back and sit in your car.
Here's the thing. We have to wait for an ambulance here. We have none available right now. They're trying to go to VMT and Portsmouth Fire Department. The squad down here. We can't leave with our patient until another ambulance gets here. That being said, if y'all finish up with them,
You have
secure radio.
Do you have someone?
Happening.
Do you have someone who can come and give you a ride? Because with the expired or with the fictitious tags, I have to tow and impound
It's
your
not
vehicle.
fictitious.
It is.
Like it is. Like I own this vehicle.
Yeah, it's in your name.
Yeah, I own this.
Yes, but the tags on it are for a different vehicle. It's fictitious tags, so I have to give you a citation. I have to impound it. Is there anybody who can come give you a ride? Be honest with me because I'm smelling it now. Have you had anything to drink?
Yes.
Okay. How much you had to drink? Don't just be honest with me.
Yeah, I drank 2 beers because I went to the
It was discovered that the individuals in the GMC van were likely to have outstanding warrants. Consequently, one male occupant was arrested and taken to jail. The officers collected information on the remaining occupants, and first responders arrived to assess their condition. Claudia was also evaluated by the first responders but declined further medical treatment.
what was it, like beverage thing that was with our, I don't know, commerce, whatever. I stopped by that. I had beverages with them, and
Just how long ago were those drinks?
yeah,
You said
like right now.
And you're saying you only had 2.
Yes.
Because I'm getting a strong odor coming from your breath. You're just saying 2. Are you willing to do some tests for me? Some field sobriety tests?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay.
During the investigation, Claudia admitted to having consumed alcohol before driving. Given the signs of impairment, Officer Mays asked Claudia to perform a series of field sobriety tests. The first test, the horizontal gaze nystagmus (HGN) test, was followed by the walk and turn test.
Just staying completely still. Can you do that for me? How my feet are? And just stay, yep, nope. Go back to where you were. Right foot in front of your left, yep, and just stay like that.
You're going to be like just like this, just like he is.
Yep.
All right.
Stand just like that.
This is the whole duration of the test. Or the explanation he's going to give you.
Can you stand like that for me? Do it again.
You're going to be just like this through the whole thing of instruction.
And stay completely still. When I tell you to start, what you're going to do is raise either your right or your left foot, whichever is more comfortable for you, approximately 6 inches off the ground while keeping your foot parallel to the ground, okay? So it's going to look like this, okay? You listening? 6 inches off the ground, foot parallel to the ground, and I want you to count in this manner. 1001, 1002, 1003, okay?
Claudia struggled with the walk and turn test, repeatedly stepping out of the designated starting position, leading to its discontinuation. The final test, the one-leg stand, also revealed issues as Claudia failed to raise her foot correctly and did not count aloud as instructed. Considering the circumstances of the crash, the smell of alcohol, Claudia's admission of drinking, and her poor performance on the sobriety tests, she was arrested for operating a vehicle impaired, OVI. Claudia was then transported to the Portsmouth Police Department and officially charged with OVI. All right, fellas, the situation spiraled out of control in a matter of seconds. In this video, we capture the moment of drunk Karen's arrest escalates into absolute chaos. Get ready for an intense ride as we delve into the drama and mayhem that unfolded, turning a routine stop into an unforgettable scene. Let's start with a woman who then learned that being drunk at the airport was a bad idea. Link 2. On August 1st, 2023, a chaotic scene unfolded at an airport when officers were dispatched to handle a disorderly and intoxicated woman on a Southwest flight. The woman, later identified as Ariel Leahy, had reportedly attempted multiple times to exit the plane through the rear hatch, causing significant concern among the flight crew and passengers. Upon arrival, officers found Leahy in the airplane's bathroom, changing clothes in an apparent attempt to avoid recognition.
There's a lady inside the bathroom in here. She's changing clothes because I think she doesn't want to be recognized.
The flight crew reported that she had been argumentative and tried to leave the secure area several times.
Comes in on this plane on 34, and she tries to go off the back of the plane to get out. She tries to open the back door.
When approached by the officers, she was visibly distressed and claimed that her erratic behavior was due to her ex-boyfriend, whom she described as psychotic.
You said you're not okay? Why aren't you okay?
Because I have an ex who's like psychotic, like out for me, so there you go.
Leahy admitted to being on medication, and officers speculated that she might have over-medicated herself, leading to her abnormal actions.
Are you on something, like maybe medication?
I am on medication.
Did you over-medicate yourself, maybe? Is it possible? No? Okay.
Okay, what is that supposed to mean?
Now maybe you took a little too much, because what we're told is not normal that passengers do.
Despite her denials, she was escorted out of the airport. During this process, she became increasingly uncooperative, verbally abusing the officers and resisting their instructions.
Listen to me. Hold on. Listen to me. You're not gonna control.
I get that. But you're gonna totally take everything else.
This resistance included physical attempts to break free and verbal altercations, further complicating the situation.
Get off of my arm!
Keep walking.
Seriously, get off of my arm!
Keep walking. I am not gonna let you go until you listen.
Listen away, you're an asshole!
The officers acted with restraint, repeatedly trying to calm Leahy and ensure her safety.
Just relax, ma'am.
They emphasized the importance of compliance and explained that their goal was to assist her, not to cause unnecessary trouble.
Tony, we might as well just...
They might as well just put a gun
We might as
in
well
my head. So here I go.
Because they're gonna want to know why you had her.
However, Leahy's continued resistance led to her being placed in handcuffs and subsequently arrested for disorderly intoxication.
You're under arrest, ma'am.
I'm under arrest.
You might as well get off your phone.
I'm kidding you. Christina!
After being taken into custody, Leahy spent the night in jail and was released to her friend's custody the following morning. The legal process following her arrest involved an arraignment, where she faced charges for her disruptive behavior. As stated in Chapter 856.011, Florida statutes about disorderly intoxication. This law states that an individual is guilty of disorderly intoxication if they are intoxicated and endanger the safety of another person or property or cause a public disturbance. The penalty for a first offense is a second-degree misdemeanor, which can result in up to 60 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. In addition, as per Chapter 843.02, Florida statutes about resisting an officer without violence. This statute makes it illegal to resist, obstruct, or oppose any law enforcement officer without violence while the officer is performing their legal duty. This is classified as a first-degree misdemeanor, punishable by up to 1 year in jail and a fine of up to $1,000. All right, it seems like this woman just landed herself in hot water. But this is not the worst case. Just wait until you see this next one. On July 2nd, 2023, a dramatic and disorderly incident unfolded in a neighborhood, resulting in a chaotic interaction between a woman and local law enforcement. The events began when the woman, intoxicated and driving erratically, first collided with a light pole.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Are you okay?
I am.
She fled the scene, but soon returned, crashing into a neighbor's house. This act of reckless driving not only damaged property, but also sparked a series of confrontations with the police.
And guess what? I'm fine.
I can't do that, man.
Upon arriving at the scene, officers encountered a tumultuous situation. The woman, identified later as Judith, was visibly intoxicated and exhibited erratic behavior.
Can I have your name at least?
Judith.
Judith.
You don't know my name.
Her actions included refusing to provide her driver's license or any identification, and she continuously denied having consumed alcohol, despite evidence to the contrary.
Okay, can I get your driver's license?
No.
How come? Can I at least get your name, ma'am?
No.
No date of birth, no nothing?
You know what? Yes.
She repeatedly insisted that she was fine and refused to cooperate with the police's inquiries. The situation escalated quickly as Judith's behavior grew more aggressive. She resisted arrest, kicked, and screamed at the officers.
Hey, you know what? You have a kid. You know what?
Come on outside.
You know what?
No, let's not do this.
You know what? Don't kill me.
Her hostility included making threats and using offensive language, which further complicated the officers' efforts to manage the situation.
You know what? Please don't hurt me.
No, this is-
Okay, you know what? Okay.
No.
You know what, you mother... Okay, you know what? Just let me go. Just let me go. I will never report you. Let me go.
Despite being offered medical clearance at the hospital, Judith's demeanor remained combative, and she continued to resist and make threats against the officers.
You have kids! Ah! Ah! Ah!
Following her medical clearance, Judith was transported to jail. The charges against her included aggravated driving while intoxicated, DWI, and resisting arrest.
Okay, now we have to have you go on your stomach, okay? Go ahead and go to your stomach. We don't want you to get hurt. Watch your head.
The aggravated DWI charge stemmed from her reckless driving that endangered public safety and caused significant property damage. The resisting arrest charge was due to her aggressive and obstructive behavior towards the police officers. Under Florida law, Judith's actions were violations of specific legal statutes. First, aggravated driving while intoxicated, DWI, as stated in Florida statutes, Chapter 316.193. Aggravated DWI, particularly when it involves property damage, is classified as a third-degree felony in Florida. Penalties can include up to 5 years in prison, fines up to $5,000, and a mandatory driver's license suspension. Additional consequences can involve mandatory community service and mandatory attendance in alcohol education programs. Second, resisting arrest. Without violence, as stated in Florida statutes, Chapter 843.02, resisting arrest without violence is classified as a first-degree misdemeanor. Penalties can include up to 1 year in jail, fines up to $1,000, and probation. This charge applies when an individual obstructs or resists a law enforcement officer without using physical violence. Seems like this woman just landed herself in hot water, but this is not the worst case. Just wait until you see this next one. Late one night in Tampa, Florida, a routine traffic stop escalated into a serious legal matter involving a young woman suspected of driving under the influence. The woman was initially pulled over for driving the wrong way on a one-way street, a dangerous maneuver that caught the attention of the police officer on duty. The officer, noticing erratic driving behavior, decided to investigate further. Upon approaching the vehicle, the officer requested the driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance.
Do you have your driver's license?
Yes, I do.
Insurance and your registration, please?
Yes.
The driver, a college student living in Orlando, admitted that the car was registered under her father's name.
Are you the registered owner of the vehicle?
My dad is.
Okay.
The officer observed that her insurance had expired, which added to the list of potential violations.
All right, this says that it expired December of 2019. See if you have an updated insurance.
The officer then proceeded with standard DUI protocol, asking the driver if she had consumed any alcohol.
Did you have anything to drink tonight before driving?
No.
Initially, she denied drinking, but later admitted to having 2 vodka Red Bulls about 2 hours prior.
I mean, I had alcohol earlier.
Okay, what did you have and how long ago was it?
Like about 2 hours ago, and like 2 vodka Red Bulls, and that's about it.
The officer conducted field sobriety tests, including the horizontal gaze nystagmus test and the walk and turn test.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we go over here, correct?
The driver struggled with these tasks, which indicated impairment. Given her performance on the sobriety tests and the admission of alcohol consumption, the officer arrested the woman for DUI.
I unfortunately feel that you are too impaired to be driving tonight, okay?
Okay.
Now, for that reason, at this moment, you're being placed under arrest for DUI.
Under Florida law, individuals arrested for DUI are required to take a breath test. At the station, the woman blew a .164 BAC, which is over twice the legal limit of .08. During the arrest, the officer also discovered a fake ID in her possession, an additional serious offense.
Even your fake ID for Michigan,
yes,
which, by the way, is a felony down here, you can do up to 5 years in prison for having false government documentation.
The suspect was transported to the local jail, where she was informed of the mandatory 8-hour sobriety hold before bail could be posted. The woman faced multiple legal charges as a result of this incident. Firstly, she was charged with DUI under Florida statutes, Chapter 316.193. For a first offense, penalties can include fines ranging from $500 to $1,000, imprisonment for up to 6 months, and a mandatory 50 hours of community service. Additionally, her driver's license could be suspended for up to a year. Possession of a fake ID is a felony under Florida statutes, Chapter 322.212, which can result in up to 5 years in prison, 5 years of probation, and a $5,000 fine. This charge is particularly severe and carries long-term implications, including a permanent criminal record. Driving with expired insurance violated Florida statutes, Chapter 627.733, which requires continuous coverage of motor vehicle insurance. Penalties for this can include fines, suspension of registration and driver's license, and additional fees to reinstate them. All right, fellas. Witness someone act so outrageously that it leaves everyone around them in shock? In this video, watch as a drunk Karen's wild antics escalate to a whole new level, stunning the police officers on the scene. Let's start with this drunk teacher who tries to kiss cop, then plays the victim. On the night of November 26, 2023, officers were dispatched to a bar in Florida following reports of a drunk woman behaving erratically. The woman, later identified as a public school teacher, was found wandering through a locked part of the building and climbing into windowsills.
Oh my gosh.
When officers arrived, they encountered a visibly intoxicated woman who claimed she had been fleeing from a man who tried to assault her.
You should know better.
I'm not gonna feel sorry for running from a man for f***ing pitting me against a fucking wall to grope me.
The police officers on the scene attempted to de-escalate the situation and repeatedly instructed the woman to comply with their directives.
Go, fine. No, dude.
All right, you need to get out of here.
You too.
The bar's closed.
Despite their efforts, the woman was uncooperative, arguing with the officers and refusing to provide her identification or leave the premises.
Well, you're probably going to go to jail if you don't get out of here.
Oh, really? Really? For what reason?
You don't live here. It's your
You don't know
business.
if I do or not. I live on the third floor.
Do you have an ID?
Absolutely.
Here's your ID.
Well, it's off my debit card, but you could absolutely look it up, my friend.
The officers warned her that failure to comply would result in her arrest, but she continued to resist.
I don't need
Give
a
him a
call.
call.
Otherwise,
you're going to have to go to jail. I don't want to have to take you to jail.
What are you going to take me to jail
Public
for?
intoxication.
As the situation escalated, the officers decided to arrest her.
You are under arrest. Do not resist.
I am not resisting, but you have to
Public intoxication.
I'm not under. Wait, how do you?
You're now under arrest.
Ow.
Smell the alcohol on you.
Ouch! Ouch! You're hurting my arm, please.
Okay.
Ouch! 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 I will put my arm behind my other arm, but you have to stop right now.
During the arrest, the woman resisted physically, arguing vehemently and making several claims about her status as an educator. She also refused to perform a preliminary breath test, PBT, when offered by the officers, questioning its purpose and benefits.
Do you want to do the breath test to see what your alcohol level is?
PBT is, sir.
This right here. So it's showing all zeros. It's a breath test. You want to see how much alcohol you've consumed?
I don't know what I consume, sir.
Okay, do you want to take this or not?
Why would I? Can you tell me the benefits of taking it versus not taking it, sir?
The woman's reaction throughout the incident was highly erratic and confrontational.
You act like I'm a piece of shit because you looked at the man that tried to touch me. I didn't use it. She tried to jump.
We're offering you a PBT and you're not giving us an answer.
You listened to him, but he wouldn't listen to me, and I don't understand that.
She continuously argued with the officers, accusing them of mistreating her and asserting her educational background and professional status.
I try to think back to like what my government teacher told me in high school, which has been many years ago because I'm getting old.
Okay, we offered it to her.
Her resistance was both verbal and physical, making the arrest process more challenging for the officers.
I guess I want you to answer this, sir. I don't know who to trust here.
It's your right.
I don't know who.
Okay.
I understand what my rights are.
Okay, so do you want a PBT?
I want you to answer this question. If I was allowed that man to touch me,
it's not
and touch me, would I be okay tonight?
She claimed that a man had attempted to grope her, which she used as a justification for her erratic behavior and refusal to comply with police instructions. Following her arrest, the woman was transported to Polk County Jail, where she faced charges of public intoxication and interference with law enforcement. The legal process involved a thorough review of her conduct during the incident, including her refusal to comply with officers' instructions and her physical resistance. As a result of her actions, the woman faced significant legal consequences. Public intoxication is typically charged under Chapter 856 of the Florida statutes, which can result in penalties including fines and potential jail time. Specifically, under Florida statutes, Chapter 856.011, public intoxication is classified as a second-degree misdemeanor, punishable by up to 60 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. Interference with law enforcement is addressed under Florida statutes. Chapter 843.02, which makes it unlawful to resist, obstruct, or oppose any officer in the lawful execution of their duties. This offense is also considered a first-degree misdemeanor, with penalties including up to 1 year in jail and a fine of up to $1,000. All right, this teacher was wild, but this is not the worst case. Just wait until you see this next case. On January 8, 2024, Ohio officers stopped a vehicle after witnessing an illegal left turn at a red light. The 21-year-old female driver exhibited signs of impairment, such as slow movements, delayed responses, and watery, dilated eyes.
You were turning on Chestnut onto Main Street?
Her seatbelt was improperly fastened. When asked for her license and insurance, she struggled to comply, repeatedly questioning the reason for the stop and showing confusion.
Do you have your driver's license on you?
She claimed to have her insurance, but not her license, and her slow responses further suggested impairment.
You don't have your insurance or driver's license or anything?
No, I have my insurance. It's right here.
Officer Montes patiently asked her to recite the alphabet from C to H and requested she step out of the car for a sobriety test.
Can you tell me the alphabet can you start from C and end at H? Yeah, from C to H. Can you tell me the alphabet from C to H?
C to H?
Yeah, I'm gonna have you step on out so we can further talk about things, okay? So step on out of the car for me, please.
The driver expressed frustration and made incoherent remarks while searching her purse, raising safety concerns.
You could go ahead and leave your purse right there, that's fine.
Eventually, she complied and was guided to the front of the cruiser.
Right here. Or let's go to the sidewalk so we're out of the roadway, please.
Her confusion and lack of cooperation continued, and she denied running the red light.
You ran through a red light.
No, I didn't. That's the thing. That's the best part about it.
Officer Montes took her car key for safety while issuing her a ticket.
I take the keys just to make sure that doesn't happen. While you make a phone call, I'll write your ticket and then we get somebody here.
According to the Ohio Revised Code, the woman committed several violations during the traffic stop. She failed to obey a traffic control device by running a red light, which constitutes a traffic signal violation under ORC 4511.13a. Additionally, her behavior suggested impairment, indicating she was operating a vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs, violating ORC 4511.19. When the officer requested her driver's license, she failed to produce it, thereby violating ORC 4507.35. Furthermore, her actions of digging in her purse and repeatedly failing to comply with the officer's instructions could be interpreted as hampering or obstructing a public official in the performance of their lawful duties, which is a violation of ORC 2921.31. These combined offenses reflect serious breaches of traffic and criminal laws in Ohio. During the interaction, the woman became increasingly frustrated, argued about providing her license, and struggled with the sobriety test.
Give me a second, because now I'm kind of getting upset.
Oh.
Because your license should not be on you.
It's your license.
I'm sorry.
She accused the officers of manipulation and failed to follow instructions, including the gaze test.
You're gonna follow my finger again, okay? You see the tip of my finger?
Right here? All right. Follow that with your eyes and your eyes only. Don't move your head, okay? Follow with your eyes and your eyes only. Follow. Okay, you need to follow with your eyes and your eyes only, okay?
Eventually, she was arrested for operating a vehicle under the influence, OVI.
I didn't do anything.
Okay, you're being placed under arrest for OVI.
I didn't do anything.
During the tense exchange, she resisted stepping out of her vehicle, accused the officers of being difficult, and refused to cooperate properly. In a shocking move, she tried to prove she wasn't on drugs by peeing on the floor in front of the officers.
Of them operating a vehicle. Stop. Are you just gonna fine, I'm just gonna read it. Operating a vehicle under the influence of alcohol, a drug, a combination of them, operating a vehicle while under the influence of listed controlled substance, physical control of a vehicle while under the influence.
In the booking room, the woman argued about taking a urine test.
For chemical testing. What this is saying for AVI.
Listen, buddy.
I'm not
Don't even try that with.
Remained defiant and began kicking and accusing the officers.
Said that though.
Okay.
I
Stop.
never
Pulling
said
away
that.
from me.
So we will.
Stop.
So we
Do not
will.
kick him or you're going to get a felony.
I'm not going
Put
to.
your feet down on the floor.
Okay, so we will. Okay, that's fine.
Do you want to submit yes or no?
That makes no sense.
She was eventually arrested after a chaotic exchange. She faced multiple charges, including resisting arrest, second offense OVI, and failure to obey traffic control devices.
Put your hands behind your back.
My brother knows what you guys do, and you guys are a bunch of.
Her bond was set at $500, which she posted. During court proceedings, the resisting arrest charge was dismissed, and she pleaded guilty to the second offense OVI. She was sentenced to 180 days in jail, with 175 days suspended, had her driver's license suspended for 1 year, and was fined $525 plus court costs, totaling $642. All right, this woman just acted full of drama, but this is not the worst case. Just wait until you see this next case. On December 26, 2023, officers were dispatched to a local restaurant following reports of a highly intoxicated woman causing a disturbance. The woman, later identified as Sandra Vestro, was reportedly harassing customers and acting belligerently.
You know what your name is?
My name is Sandra Paolo Estrejo. Birthday is 02/17/1980.
Despite the officers' repeated attempts to de-escalate the situation and find her a ride home, she remained uncooperative. Upon arrival, the police encountered Vestro in a state of obvious intoxication.
You want to come talk to me?
Yes, no, here.
No, you can come over here.
Wait a minute, I can make that.
That's fine. You want to come over here so I'm not doing it in front of everybody? We can.
She was slurring her speech, unable to maintain her balance, and her behavior was erratic.
You know that I have a schizophrenia?
Okay, and I want to talk to you over here, not in front of everybody.
Over here, may I go to the restroom?
Not right now. I want to talk to you over here.
The officers tried to persuade her to leave the premises quietly to avoid further issues, but Vestro insisted on making a scene. The police officers, showing patience and professionalism, attempted to communicate with Vestro away from the public eye.
Let's go. Come on.
Those are mine. That's mine.
I don't care. You're not going to do that to your stuff. Let's go.
However, she refused to comply, even after being informed that she needed to leave the restaurant.
Come on. Don't need to be causing a problem. Yep, let's go. Come on. Let's go.
At one point, she requested to use the restroom, but was denied as officers wanted to maintain control over the situation and avoid any escalation.
I haven't brushed my teeth.
Okay, I would like for you to walk over here. They don't want you to stay in here, so it's time for you to move. We're gonna go.
Vestro's behavior grew more erratic, culminating in her pulling down her pants in the restaurant's parking lot, further disturbing patrons and staff.
What are you doing? You live close by or what? Do not do that.
Despite claims of schizophrenia, the officers had to take action due to her disruptive and indecent conduct.
It's just it's she's smelled the booze anyways.
My property there.
They decided to issue a trespass order, permanently banning her from the restaurant.
She can come back?
Here?
Yeah.
No.
You want her gone?
Yeah.
For good?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to trespass her, which means she can never come back.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Sandra Vestro's actions resulted in her being arrested and charged with public intoxication. She was transported to P County Jail, where she was also charged with assault on peace officers, although the latter incident was not captured on body cam footage. The arrest and subsequent charges highlight the serious consequences of public drunkenness and disorderly conduct.